In one way or another, most of us feel obligated to give away our time and energy to others without reciprocation or compensation of whatever nature. But why? Perhaps it's because of the constant desire for approval or the need to please and be liked by others. What we don't realize is that by caring too much about the opinions of other people, you become their servant, a footstool. I want to believe that the reason you clicked on this video could be because you have been in such a situation before and you need a way out. So, in today's session with ThinksFree, I will share with you a simple, yet very powerful strategy to regain your power and show the people around you and the world that you value yourself. This strategy is called walking away. As much as it seems rude and disrespectful, walking away is sometimes a necessary measure to turn tables and exert a sense of power over a situation. As we go through life, we meet many different people. And some of them have difficulties respecting other people's time and boundaries. Some of them may come off as clingy and needy and may demand a great chunk of your time. Others are simply cruel, lifeless zombies that seek to drain your energy and take advantage of you for their own selfish desires and gain. Now, let's not be fooled. Walking away from someone or a situation you are familiar to could be one of the most difficult things you get to do. And it's for a reason. We keep having tons of excuses for staying in unhealthy or abusive relationships or dead-end careers that add no value to our lives. It could be out of emotional attachment, financial and social investment, or sometimes, we just refuse to give up hope that things will get better. That he or she will change, that you will get better working conditions and a raise, and that they will value you more if you keep giving in to their demands. In all these situations, we often overlook and ignore the power we have over our own lives. But once we realize how valuable our time is, and we start making the right decisions, we become unstoppable. When you send a strong signal to someone that you are willing and able to remove yourself from their presence and walk away, no matter how strong they think their grip is on you, it will not only send them a message that they do not own you, but it will inevitably give you back control over your own life and the decisions you make as you move on. You move strategically from the bottom of the food chain toward the top. When you are finally able to walk away, you also gain two wonderful things: the world and a sense of direction. When you are easy to manipulate, you will often find yourself wasting time giving into the demands of other people or being used and abused by them. Your inability to say no and the absence of direction in life make you weak and not able to stand firm. If you can't stand firm, you'll be easily caught up in the affairs of other people. The reality of the matter is, when people notice that you lack direction, for example, in the form of commitment to a personal goal, they will see your time as less valuable than theirs and they will use you, time and again, to run errands and fulfill their own desires. They will make you do stuff for them because to them, since you're idle and you can't do anything constructive with your time, they make you do something valuable, which is being a utility for their own selfish interests. However, when you are committed to a goal, it shows that you value your time and therefore your life. People will realize that you're spending your time in ways that are more important than serving them. At this point, they will either leave you alone or they will have no option but to treat you with respect. Also, by developing and sticking to your goals, and having important things to do on a daily basis, it becomes easier for you to reject and walk away from situations and people that want to either violate your time and boundaries or downright abuse you. And this does not just apply to your romantic relationships, it could also be the case in your marriage, friendships, and even at the workplace. Curving out and sticking to your own clear path means that you will care less about other people's affairs and focus more on yourself. And when you stop engaging in needy approval-seeking behaviors, you become stronger because you only have one person to prove yourself to. And that person is you. Having the courage to walk away from toxic environments and abusive people is an important step to protecting your dignity, integrity, and mental health. It openly shows the people around you that you are well-informed and smart enough to make your own decisions, rather than sit around and wait to be tossed like a tennis ball. It is a strong indication to your colleagues at work, your friends, family, and even your spouse or partner that you are not solely dependent on them and that you will not stick around if they keep disrespecting you and crossing your boundaries. And in the business world, it could give you a higher bargaining power just by showing the vendor that you have plenty of options to choose from regardless of how much interest you may have shown in their product or service. You develop an abundance mindset and you soon discover that there's nothing as powerful as an independent mind and body. As we wrap up this session with ThinksFree, I need you to know that not everybody is replaceable. There are people in our lives that we can walk away from, but we can never replace them. So, it's better to nurture relationships that respect time, boundaries, and other people's resources. Thanks for watching, and let's catch up in our next session.